Yeah, so like I'd say like just to like people are kind of upset that we gave up Powell, and I think we faced them actually tonight. We're facing the Trailblazers with Powell on the team, and he's obviously gonna have a good games, right, where he gets like a lot of a lot of points and stuff like that, and he's a good player, right? But I think we got like some good potential. Like the guy we got is the Gary Trent Jr. Apparently, he's only 22, and he's supposed to be like a younger version of Powell. So in sports, that all matters, right? Like we got younger a bit, and like we got some guys who got some potential, and we saved some space to get some other big fish, right? If we have to.
Yeah,
So,
I really feel
it's a
like
good move.
yeah, it's a good move in the sense of like just cleaning up house, to have
Taking care
room,
of the
like to
Raptors.
have cap space, and not only to
Yeah.
invest in trading for younger players, but also trading for. I've seen that there's some players they straight up traded for like draft picks, right? Like I think they
Yeah.
have like a couple second round draft picks.
Yeah, Matt Thomas and Terrence Davis both got traded for a second round pick in 2021
Yeah, yeah. So I think those may be good for us in terms of picking up more prospects.
for the future.
Yeah. And depending how quickly they pick up, like if we get another Boucher or another guy that just kind of was brought up
Blossoms.
locally and blossoms with us, like even Powell. A lot of people saying, you know what, it sucks, but like he became a man and wrapped a red.
Exactly. Before that, he was like in the what's it called, in the like the G League or whatever before the NBA, and like he wasn't really like he definitely wasn't like now. He developed because of the system.
Oh yeah, and like the thing is, he was given a chance to kind of express himself here. Once he had earned his spot and people saw what he was capable of,
Exactly.
he ended up being a super clutch guy, man.
Hence comes the name Playoff Powell.
Yeah. Oh
Right.
man.
But no, you know what? Like you said, right? The GMs. I think what people don't understand is or lose sight of is like a lot of times the GM and presidents of teams, they always gotta look towards the future, right? So like even if you're not happy with what they're doing now, they're always looking at the bigger picture, like 5 years on the road, 2-3 years, like how is this team gonna look, So in that sense, you kind of understand the moves,
Oh yeah. Like, and I totally get it. Like, I do have that like attachment as well with Paolo because I know he was part of that team.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just like 6 years is a good time too, right?
Yeah, he's been around.
It's a good time to start a new adventure, man. And I feel like it's really similar to like other sports, right? Like you give them a couple good, like great seasons, you win a ship, that's pretty much your career. And then if you want to do more, you do more, right?
Exactly. Like they did a lot for us, and obviously like this season isn't going as well for the Raptors, right? Like they're losing a lot, and like it's kind of like I don't want to say like a rebuild, but they're like a reshaping season, right? So they're just kind of like reshaping and seeing what they can do for the future, right? Like how they can build again up to that.
Yeah, I think it's
to the top.
I think it's definitely a rebuild, man. It's like
True, I think even me, it hurts for me to say that, because like when you say rebuild, you think like, oh, it's gonna be like 8 years till they're back again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but like it definitely is, right? Like because like people are like, I think there's only like 2 or 3 like players they said left from the championship, and that was only a couple years ago.
Listen, man, in a country where people pride themselves on being good at waiting in lines, I think I can say that we'll be fine, man. We had to wait a long time for our ship, so what's a decade?
Exactly. What's another decade for it to be back again? But you know what? Like that 2019 memory will always be around, right? Like that was a pretty amazing time, right?
Oh yeah, dude. Especially like just me growing up with them, like like Damon Stoudemire, Doug Christie, Vince Carter,
exactly.
Like Tracy McGrady, just going like Chris Bosh, going through all those different generations.
I have actually some videos when I went out that night. When we went out that night, you were with me, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
And like actually, I should tell like Taz to upload it because that was such a good memory going down memory lane of that. Those like who knows when that will happen again like that.
Oh yeah.
It was crazy, man. You didn't see Toronto came together, right? So.
Oh yeah, definitely be a good throwback post, man.
For sure. Yeah, man. Yeah, but so that's good, man. Just like, let's hope for the best for our sports teams. Moving along from that, I don't know if you've seen, but yeah, I just wanted to touch on this story a little bit. But you know how Canada in general is just allowing people to stay in like quarantine hotels?
Yeah.
So you gotta stay in that, right? So there's a story that I saw where a lady had to go to a funeral in her hometown of Portugal to attend her father's funeral. She came back and had to stay in a hotel, but that was obviously she had to go for that to attend her father's funeral. She came back and was like had to pay $3,000 in hotel bills. Like, long story short, right? And she's pretty much saying like they shouldn't have been charged all that because of like basically they got their charges wrong with the people that she was with, and they should have been exempt because of going to her father's funeral. Like, for me, it's kind of like I get it and I don't, right? Like, it's kind of like I get the situation. It's like your father passed away. It's a sad time. It's a kind of like I don't know if it's an emergency, right? But then also I get like the regulations here, right? I guess there's both there. I can understand the frustration too. You're getting paid a charge that much on your card for just staying a week or something, It's
That's
a lot of money.
crazy. Like, what? Did they stay in like a golden castle? Jeez.
That's what I was thinking. It was the Crown Plaza. And it's kind of sucks. And plus taxes and everything, right? They got like, basically it was from February 27th and March 1st, they got charged like $3,000. Something was wrong there though, right?
Oh my, yeah, you know what?
Much.
I've been to the Crown Plaza, man, and that sucks, but I can see that happening. I feel like if that was really a government thing, their mistake was setting them up in the Crown Plaza. They should have thought, hey, you know what are other places in the area that's cheaper, right? Like,
so you're saying they didn't do their due diligence?
I feel like it would have really helped avoid this whole situation that became political if they had just said, hey, you know what? Go and check out the Garden Inn, the Hilton, right?
Yeah, check out a motel even.
Yeah, like
B&B, bed and breakfast, right? There's plenty of those.
Well, I mean, that's also kind of like describing a McDonald's, but I mean...
Right? Yeah. No, but like, I just find it funny how like everyone's giving them the runaround, right? Like, everyone's trying to call the hotel, like someone's saying, yeah, someone else will get back to you, and like, I feel like that's somebody, like, their way of like, okay, like, leave us alone, we'll figure this out, like, we don't want this to be, like, you didn't have to go this far, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I promise you, I swear I don't have a deal, but if you check out Hotels.com, Government of Canada, you'll find great deals.
Way, that's another plug.
For COVID. That's incredible. Like, honestly, I feel like they just need to hire a Torontonian to find them deals. So that
yes, I think Torontonist is available.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Because honestly, that would have put at least, that would have taken off at least 1-0. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Maybe it'd have been like, I don't know, like 5-6 bills, not 2,000-3,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. I just think it sucks because of, like, the situation, right? Like, they have to go to their father's funeral, and they come back and they gotta pay that. But like, like, there's, at the end of the day, like, the people, I mean, where they're staying, or other factors around outside of that have nothing to do with that, right?
Yeah, like,
why they went.
That just sucks. And I know, like, doesn't matter how much money you're making, you're still gonna feel $3,000 down the toilet.
Yeah, hurts your wallet. Hurts your wallet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole, like, month and something of, or whatever, right?
Oh yeah, hopefully it goes well soon. They can go through like small claims court or whatever. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. Do you feel like people are kind of like, because I feel like when people are made to like be pointed out like that and like out in the public, you know what I mean? Like, like just out to the media and to the politicians, they kind of react in a kind of like a reprisal kind of way where they don't want to help you after. You know what I'm saying? Because you went that far. Do you think that's a case of that happening?
I don't think so, right? Because I would imagine, or I would hope that like any kind of person or organization representing the government would be like, you know what, I got bigger fish to fry. This is not an emotional decision, right?
Yeah. Right, and they could actually like make the judgment like I'm trying to help people instead of like trying to get back at somebody.
Yeah, and I mean that's why these government staff get paid very well, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Vic, but I guess that just about wraps it up here. Do you have anything else to add?
Not really. I guess, did you want to do any shoutouts? Yeah. Did you have any?
I think you were saying that you wanted to shout out the Maple Talk, like your person or social media.
Oh yeah. That's our friend. That's Six Happenings friend, Maple Talkies. She's on Instagram. She takes great pictures. We feature them quite often, along with her and Toronto Poppy. Also, really great pictures of the city. Anybody that you have in mind, Matt?
You know what? Actually, I just want to tell everyone to just, if they could, please check out our website at 6ixhappening.com. We have a lot of cool pictures up there. Like we have our blog section where we have different blogs that we've written blog posts, a gallery of all the pictures and videos that we take when we go out on our adventures and our trips for Six Happening. We have like these podcast episodes. You can find the links to the past episodes there, and we have our contacts where you can contact us directly and at info@sixhappening.com, and you can check us out on our social medias on Instagram, Facebook, and we're gonna have a TikTok eventually too. Please be sure to check out our sixhappening.com/shop merch as well. We have hoodies, tees, cups, and masks on there as well. And some of them are unavailable, but there's other ones you can get for yourself as well. Help support the cause. We'd appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we have some great tees, guys. We still have the classics out there. They're ready. You can give us a shout for an order if you like what you see. Six Happening. Thanks again for joining us.
More to come.